Now that we have our book set up, it's time to start adding some content. If you haven't done so by now, go ahead and save the book file. In our resources folder on the right here, I have a Word doc and a Pages file, both containing information on Christopher Columbus. Just before I drag it over, I'm just going to fold up that folder. That ensures that when I drag this over, the file drags over at the chapter level, which is where I want it. I do want to preserve the paragraphing styling, so I'll just press save, and there's my information on Christopher Columbus, all copied in very nicely. I'll do the same thing with the Pages document. Drag it over, drop it not at that level, but over at the paragraph level. Choose that. Doesn't really matter where I drop it, it drops down anyway. There's the document from Word, there is the document from Pages, absolutely identical. I don't want that chapter anymore, so I'll delete it. That can go away. So I'm left with my Christopher Columbus information. Now I can go ahead and format this text. I can just go and select it all. I can use my normal selections up here, select all of my text. I'm going to change it to different font style. Euthia is one that I've been using. I just like the looks of it. Choose that, changes all the fonts across. I'll go ahead and change my chapter headings because I can. I want to make these different, so I'll go back to Arial so that I can bold them. 14 is a good size for that, and I'll choose a different colour for it. And I'll go ahead and do this for each of my headings. So bold at 14, which is what I want. I'm going to choose that colour down there. Subsequent voyages is another one. Change it as well. Bold 14, colour. It's a little bit tedious to do that, but it gets you there. Now I can move between my pages by clicking on the little thumbnails down the left hand side here, or I can choose these forward and backwards arrows down here. So I need to go one more heading over here, which I'll change. Arial, bold 14, change its colour. Then when I finish doing that, I'm going to fold that up, and I'm going to now bring over some new information on Vasco da Gama. That's just in a Word doc because I know Pages works as well. I'm going to drag it over. Notice that you have to drop it at the top. When you drop it at the top, it then unpacks, but it actually goes underneath. So I dropped it at the top, but it went down as chapter 3. So that's chapter 2. Now, first of all, I have information here on Christopher Columbus, which I'm going to change because I don't want it to be written like that. I'm just happy for that to say Christopher Columbus. Take out that, and I'm going to add some information here. That could be just a little bit of information which I get from in here somewhere. There's some nice little bits of information there. I'll just take that and copy it from there, come back to here and paste in there. It's just a little bit of general information, and I'm going to center that because it's my front one, and that looks rather nice. Then that's Christopher Columbus done. Then I'm going to go to Vasco da Gama, and I'm going to do the same thing. Take that out, put in his first name. I don't need information there. Just have a quick look here. It usually starts off with a little bit of a blurb. I don't need it all, just a little bit. Take that there and paste it. Then I'm going to go back through here. I'm going to change this text to Euthia, and I'm going to change the little headings. But I'll do that whilst you're doing the same thing, and then we'll come back and move on.